5 years ago, Mac Miller tragically passed away, but he left an incredible legacy. And here to talk about his musical brilliance, we have our very own Eliot.
Everyone, I'm Eliot. Thank you all for having me. Now, Mac Miller is my favorite artist, as you can tell by the shirt, and I'm here to talk a little bit about his album Swimming in Circles and how connected they are. I would also like to give credit to Dissect Podcasts on Spotify. That's where I pretty much learned all this from. And let's get started. So, some context, Mac Miller was a prominent hip-hop artist throughout the 2010s with 6 studio albums to his name, as well as multiple other projects. His untimely death in 2018, at just 26 years old, was placed about a month after the release of Swimming. In 2020, producer John Bryan, the guy who worked on Swing with Mac, as well as Mac's estate, released his posthumous album Circles. Prior to his death, though, Mac and Bryan were already working on Circles as a companion album to Swimming in order to convey the phrase swimming in circles. Keep that in mind. Now let's focus on Swimming. Throughout the album, Mac is open about his struggles with mental health and substance abuse. He expresses these struggles through the swimming metaphor, as in sinking or swimming, life or death, etc., as well as the swimming metaphor of just his constant efforts to change his ways. The allusions to life and death in Circles are clearly displayed in the opening and ending tracks Come Back to Earth and So It Goes. And So It Goes, towards the end of the song, the harmonious So It Goes sounds like they're singing circles, so try and sound it out. Also, the last few lines are, "My God, I go on, just like a circle, I go back where I'm from." This leads into the heavy synth outro. Mac Miller actually tweeted about this outro, saying that he wanted John Bryan to play the Ascension into Heaven. This tweet was quite a sad coincidence, as it was on the day he died. But this all connects back to the first track through its title, Come Back to Earth. Now shifting to Circles. In the opening title track, Mac says, "I just end up right at the start of the line, drawing circles." The references to circles in the final lines of So It Goes and the opening lines of Circles link the two albums together. In Circles' final track, Once a Day, Mac alludes to the concept of circles once more, pointing out the circular nature of each day. The final lines are, "Once a day I rise, once a day I fall asleep with you. Once a day I try, but I can't find a single word." But wait, there's more. If you listen to Once a Day's final chord, it sounds off, incomplete. The song ends on extreme musical tension. It's an unstable chord. In music theory, this chord is called dissonance. When our ears hear this, we crave resolution, especially at the end of the song. Surprisingly, the stable chord that we crave so much, the resolution, is the first chord of the opening track, Circles, thus making the album Circles a circle. Oh my god. Furthermore, this is the same situation for the album Swimming. The ending of So It Goes is unresolved and is resolved by the start of Come Back to Earth. In conclusion, Mac Miller created both a conceptual and musical circle for both Swimming and Circles, perfectly connecting these two albums together and conveying the phrase swimming in circles. Thank you all for having me. Back to the hosts.